We have a new lore summary video from the 21 Pilots official YouTube channel. If you remember, there was a video called I Am Clancy that was posted right before the Clancy album era started. It gave a summary of all of the lore in all of the previous music videos and Clancy letters. The video was Clancy reading a letter that he wrote, and the video supplemented visual snippets of the lore as Clancy described it. That video basically confirmed lots of things that the Clique had already theorized. Now, with the Breach era around the corner, we have a new lore summary video. This time, the letter is written and narrated by the Torchbearer. The Torchbearer starts by confirming that Clancy is stuck in a cycle of trying to escape Dima and being pulled back there. He says that he believes this will be the last time, that it has to be. The Torchbearer says that all of the Bandidos were once citizens of Dima. I'm not sure if this was ever confirmed in the lore before this, but there were definitely theories about it. It would make sense that the Bandidos are so passionate about taking down Dima because they were once citizens themselves. He says that most of the Bandidos barely escaped Nico and the bishops, and that the bishops govern the city through the act of seizing and through the religion vialism. The Torchbearer says that this keeps the citizens stuck in a cycle, and the Bandidos can see that from the outside, implying that when you are in Dima, when you're that close to the issue, it can be hard to see the truth in front of you. The next part the Torchbearer talked about was really interesting to me. He shares that the Bandidos are banished from Dima, that the bishops force them to stay out, which I never really thought about because I always thought that the Bandidos stayed out of Dima by choice. But I guess it makes sense because if the bishops allowed them to walk inside Dima, maybe they'd have a better chance of getting the citizens out. That's why they have to sneak in to try to save Clancy every time. The Torchbearer shares that the Bandidos go back to Dima for Clancy because he is an exception to the bishop's rule. This is something Clancy directly said in a letter when he spoke about his powers and how normally only the bishops are able to seize vessels. But Clancy is an exception to that rule, as he is also able to do this. The Bandidos need Clancy to end Dima and to end the rule of the bishops. The Torchbearer says that this time Clancy trusts the Bandidos. This implies that the first, however many times Clancy failed to escape, he didn't trust in the Bandidos' plan to use his powers to take down Dima. This makes a lot of sense because in one of Clancy's letters, he explained that Trench was a difficult place to be in, and that when he returned to Dima, he felt a sense of relief. And of course, the bishops allowed him back. But waging an all-out war against Dima, if it failed, could have huge repercussions. I don't think we have confirmation of how many times the Bandidos have tried saving Clancy, but this is the first time they will be fighting a war on Dima soil. The Torchbearer says that Clancy is on their side now and that their plan is in place. They need Clancy to take down Dima and free all of the citizens. He doesn't share what the plan is, which makes sense for a couple of reasons. One, no spoilers for the City Walls video, but also we've seen that Dima had copies of Clancy's letters, which means that anything the Bandidos or Clancy share with us might get into the hands of the bishops. The Torchbearer's final words of the video are, "I am Torchbearer, and I will not give up on him." Throughout the lore, we have seen the Torchbearer by Clancy's side, and I think it was really powerful and meaningful to have him narrate this video. The I Am Torchbearer video ends the same way the Paladin Strait video did, with Nico grabbing Clancy's throat, and then we hear the beginning of a song, confirming that the City Walls music video will pick up where the Paladin Strait music video ended. In the Paladin Strait video, we saw the war against Dima begin, and in the City Walls video, we'll see the end, whatever it may be. I was rereading Clancy letters and I found something really interesting. I believe this letter is Clancy reflecting after what happened in the Outside music video after he seized Keon's. This small eerie island has made me a weapon. We both believe that we can use it to change the momentum of this war. Now we must return to the mainland where they should be there to receive us. We will destroy and rebuild. Though it's been years since he last spoke with them, I hope they have not lost faith in the Torchbearer's plan." In this letter, Clancy is saying that it's been years since the Torchbearer spoke to the Banditos. My guess is that these years occurred during the Scaled and Icy era, when the Torchbearer was with Clancy and not with the Banditos. But if anyone has more information, please let me know. Clancy says he hopes that the Banditos have not lost faith in the Torchbearer's plan. This means that the Torchbearer has had this plan for a long time, that the Banditos knew about this plan before Scaled and Icy, before the years the Torchbearer was separated from them. This plan has been in the making for a while. It survived through countless cycles of Clancy failing to escape Dima. It survived years that the Torchbearer was away from the Banditos, and in the Paladin Straight music video we saw the plan finally commence, and we will finally see what the plan was all this time in the City Walls music video. I make other 21 Pilots videos like this one. It would mean a lot to me if you checked those out too and subscribed. If you have any theories, feel free to share them in the comments. Thanks for watching!